Yeah, good morning, everyone. US market were closed on Friday. Today morning, futures are more of a flattish. Asian market are also showing some mixed sign. Few of the markets like Hong Kong, Australia, New Zealand are closed, but the other market are more of a flattish. Whereas the commodities are seeing some movement. Aluminum is down by around 1.2%. Copper is flat. Oil is also flat at around the $76.5. And then iron and steel and ore are seeing some decline. Iron ore is down by around 2%, and steel, HRC steel is down by around 4%. The decline in the steel in China market is mainly driven by the comment from the Chinese Iron and Steel associations, which has indicated that the next year the consumptions and production will be lower than FY21. So that has impacted the steel prices, and they had come off in today's trade. Otherwise, overall, it's a more of a holiday season, and volumes are likely to be lower across the countries. And that the same thing is like also likely to visible in even in India from the FII side, where the volumes are likely to come off. I'll request technical team to take up first.
Yes, thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. This is Pati. Today, the market is likely to open on a flattish note, and we might see some range-bound trading session during a day. From the last 2 to 3 days, we have continuously witnessing a pullback rally from almost 16,400 to 17,100, 150 levels on the higher side. Friday, we have seen that the Nifty somehow managed to place a positive closing above the 17,000 psychological support levels. As long as it sustains above that level, the pullback rally is likely to be continued. Now, the today we are likely to witness some sideways momentum. If today Nifty manages to maintain a closing above 17,000 level, then this pullback rally is likely to be continued towards 17,200 to 300 levels on the higher side. On the flip side, if it manages to maintain a closing below 17,000 psychological level, then the selling pressure is likely to be intensified, which might take a Nifty towards 16,800 to 16,700 levels on the downsides. The overall view will remain a cautious to sideways. We need to keep an eye on where Nifty is closing in the today's trading sessions. Coming towards the Bank Nifty is witnessing a selling pressure from the last 2 days. As of now, we have seen that the Bank Nifty is trading below the 35,000 psychological support level, which gives a cautious sign. For the today intraday purpose, the 34,500 will act as a first support level. Any move below that level may drag a Bank Nifty towards 34,300 to 34,100 levels on the downside. Whereas on higher side, 35,000 will act as the first resistance level. Any move above that level, we expect some pullback rally to be witnessed, which might take a Bank Nifty towards 35,300 to 35,500 levels on the higher sides. Coming towards the Nifty Finance, 17,050 will act as a first resistance level. Any move above that level, we expect a positive momentums to be witnessed, which might take a Nifty Finance towards 17,140 to 17,200 levels. Whereas on lower side, 16,770 will be the first support level. Below that level, we may witness selling pressure or say the profit booking, which might take a Nifty Finance towards 16,600 to 16,500 levels. So these are the important support and resistance level for three indices. The overall view will remain a cautious to sideways itself, but it's a stock specific market. IT sectors are really doing very well. Just keep an eye on that particular counters. HCL Tech, then Infosys, Coforge Limited, these particular stocks are really doing very well. During a market times, we will definitely initiate a buy calls as well as on a sell calls, looking towards the trend of the market. I think that's it from my end. I request derivative guys to take a call forward.
Yeah, thank you, Swati. See, on the derivative front, this being a holiday week for most of the markets, the data generally during this time is subdued. So it is a similar case now. There's not much that we can take out from the data. The only real good thing here is that the VIX has continued to remain around the 16 levels, even though Nifty had seen such wild moves on the lower end, and still managed to stay around the 16 level and not increase, which is a very good sign going forward. Also, we've closed above the 17,000 levels on Friday. And the PCR above 17,000 levels, at 17,000 levels, is above 1, which is another very big positive. Overall, we believe Nifty is likely to move up further. Probably it can take 1 or 2 days now. There is some news about RBL Bank, so there are, Bank Nifty can be under pressure for today. But overall, we expect Nifty to move towards 17,200, 250 levels very soon. The data, whatever we have, is positive at this point of time. From the stock specific front, FSL has witnessed a good amount of short covering. After that, long built up has been seen also in the last two trading sessions, along with Tech Mahindra. So both these stocks look like they are they have broken out, and they are likely to witness further momentum on the upside. So one can look to buy these stocks for a short-term perspective. Also, we are bullish on pharma, so continue to remain long on pharma, especially Dr. Reddy, Lupin, Oro Pharma. We like these three stocks to do well in the next few trading sessions. That's it from my side. I'd like to ask the fundamental team to take over, please.
Good morning. Over the weekend, few developments have happened in RBL Bank. So RBI has appointed Mr. Yogesh Dayal, an additional director on the board of RBL. This came as a surprise, and because in the past RBI has done this kind of a move only in banks where there was some kind of trouble on the asset quality side, like Yes Bank, Dhanlakshmi Bank, and Ujjivan recently. So it is yet not clear as to what is the exact reason for taking this step, but it has to be either one of the two or both the things which we feel. So number one, asset quality has been poor for RBL. Even in the last quarter, it was much below the performance of all other private as well as public sector banks. And second reason could be that the bank had not taken any concrete steps to find the successor for the current MD, Mr. Vishwavir Ahuja. As RBI had made it clear in the last a reappointment of Mr. Ahuja, and had extended his MD tenure for just 1 year, which was an indication that the RBI wanted the bank to find his successor. But seems the bank did not take any concrete steps, and that could be one of the reason. So post this step by RBI, MD has went on leave, and in his place there is an interim MD, Rajiv Ahuja, who is also part of the bank since last 10 years. He will be managing in the near term until they are able to find a successor. Uh, so RBL Bank, although they maintained on the investor call yesterday that growth, asset quality, and profitability are set to improve from here on, which is in contradiction with the action taken by RBI. So as the reason for appointing additional director is unclear, there is possibility that RBI could conduct in-depth scrutiny of RBL's books, which can unearth some pending stress if at all it is there in the books. So in the short term, we feel stock will remain under pressure, and one should avoid bottom fishing, and we would wait at least for the bank to deliver one good quarter, and once there is some clarity, then we can have a positive view on the stock. Another news, Adani Transmission has backed two projects worth 1,400 crores of capex that will be involved. One is in Gujarat for renewable energy, and another is in Tamil Nadu. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Lupin has received USFD approval for sevelamer carbonate for oral suspension. The drug has an annual sales of around $51.7 million. Though this is a small drug size, it is positive because the company would be supplying this product from their from their Goa facility, for which they had got the EIR last week, and this approval indicates that now US FDA has cleared all the issues and have started giving them the approval. So all the pending approval would start coming in from this facility. So this is positive for Lupin in today's trade. Thank you.
This HP adhesive is listing today. This is into adhesive used in sticking the plastics like PVC, and it's a small company with revenue of around 125 crore and EBITDA margins in single digit. So the financials are quite low, and fundamentals are also not so great for the company. We had not recommended this shares to for subscription at the time of IPO. The issue price is at around 274, so we recommend to avoid this IPO from even trading perspective. So that's all from us. Thank you very much and have a good day.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.